Just playing around here today, figuring out what to do to get this thing ready. My snow plow. They seem to want to make us have a winter weather advisory for starting tomorrow night. This is Wednesday, day before Thanksgiving. Before I forget, I hope everybody's having a good Thanksgiving, because I'm probably posting this tomorrow, not today. But anyway, I want to grease this up the other day so it's ready, but I had problems last year with getting some of the connections. And the mistake I think I made is, I don't know if it was exactly dielectric grease that they originally had in these plugs. It's a thicker brown stuff. It's not, any dielectric grease I've ever had has been on the clear side. Where'd that other piece go? And there it is. And last year, I mean, there was some ice in these plugs. Normally I mount this plow, come on cat, get out of here, in the middle of a snowstorm. So I always had problems, or I've had problems getting them to seat in. So I had the bright idea last year to pack these with dielectric grease. I think that caused more problems than good. And I had problems, especially with the lights working. And that's the last thing you want, is lights not working when you're going through town or something. Which I didn't have the plow on much last year, so it didn't hurt a whole that much. I didn't even have the plow on for 2 weeks. Things kind of cleared out. But then I got thinking here the other day, well, maybe these are full of, again, greenish in there. That grease is hard to dig out of there. So, I wanted to get something to clean these out with. I don't need your ass in the road. Went and got some brushes here so I can get into these and hopefully shine them up. See what weather we get. Like I say, they do have a lake effect snow warnings out there. Again, depending which weather app you want to listen to or follow. It's not supposed to start until 12 a.m. Thursday, so I guess that would be tonight. Yeah. Right after midnight. Tomorrow is supposed to be a wet mix. I guess there could be some frozen stuff. Another problem I have. I don't know, maybe I should be using the other brush. I bought a set, and these are the brass ones. Maybe I should be using the steel ones. But they get packed up with grease. I guess I can just keep cutting it off. But they have the winter weather from 12 a.m. Thursday till, I don't forget what time, Monday, but up to 8 inches of snow. Whether we'll get enough we have to plow, I don't know, because you get ground ain't really gonna freeze for another couple days, so this first stuff is gonna start melting right away. But I say, I figure if I put the plow on, maybe we'll get lucky and most of it will go around us. Oh, get your ass out of here. I don't need you. Yeah, buddy. wasn't screwed up. It just a bunch of them came off in there. There you go. Christ, a lot of them came off in there. Maybe I should be using the other brushes. This brass one might be screwing everything up. That was the problem last year. That's why I think I put too much grease in there. I think it was making air pockets in there, because I couldn't get the plug to plug in all the way. I'll use your tail to clean this in a minute, you little brat. Yeah, that should be good. All I can do is plug them in, see what it does, I guess. But yeah, like I say, just trying to get things finalized, cleaned up. I mean, I gotta get that strung up there. Find my zip ties and get that fastened on there. Got to get that moved because that's on my road to hook this up. Ain't gonna be no big deal. I'll just take the pallet forks and pick it up and set it over there in front of that, or off to the side over there. Don't know if I'll actually be using that this winter. It only matters if I have to go over to the other barn to get hay. Everything's in this back building, so I should be able to get everything as a skid steer. As far as I know, I got most of the tools and stuff that I need to get picked up. I'm going to move some hay around. I still got some hay stacked up outside here if I can get, if it ain't too greasy to get. The last couple bales are kind of hard to get. But move some of them around, stick them inside here to keep them, hopefully they don't freeze solid, and I can get them, feed out more of them before I feed out the good stuff. Should probably haul some manure today, but again, it's what weather forecast you want to hear. Pretty much got snow for the next 10 days. But how much actually sticks, how much we actually get, that'll be the next thing. But yeah, that's the way it works. If I put the plow on the truck, then hopefully it won't snow or go around us. This is probably the year though I'll be using it every other day. I mean, last year I had it on the plow, on the truck for roughly 2 weeks. I think I plowed twice. That was it. The year before I didn't even put them on the truck. What, 1 or 2 times we had, I just used the skid steer. And if I wasn't plowing out the heifer barn where my uncle's at, I wouldn't even worry about. Could do everything with the skid steer, but. And I can do it with a skid steer too. I can put chains on to get over there, which I might have the chains on it most of this winter anyhow. But skid steer's cold to sit in to plow snow. The truck is warm. But I'm gonna, I guess I'm gonna get back to this. I don't think I ever posted the video on this. I tried to get it started, and I want to get it started before I try to do anything more to it. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to put a water pump in it. That was kind of seized up. I got it loosened up, but the alternator's shot. And I say that last year I was going through so much mud. I had this so much packed up in there. And it just destroyed a lot of that stuff in there. But it's been sitting for a year. And like I said, I couldn't get it started. I played around here. The one thing is it'll crank over, but it won't fire or spit any smoke, so it's not even, oh, come on. This battery's getting weak in it now from playing around. But, they say this has an electric fuel shut-off, and I'm assuming it needs power to open. You can hear the fuel pump clicking in there, so it's getting power to the fuel pump, but I don't think it's getting power to open up the fuel shutoff. And there's a fuse block there, and there's 3 relays behind there too. And one of them's a fuel system, whatever. So I had the cab up here the other day to look down in there, see what I could figure out. I guess all 3 relays are the same, so if you just swap them around. I'm not exactly sure offhand which circuit is the fuel, but you could swap one relay to that one to see if it's a bad relay or whatever. But in the process, there's a wiring harness that runs behind the seat here along the motor. And the wire that I'm assuming would be to the fuel shutoff on the fuel injector pump. That wire was broke. There's another wire that goes to the fuel tank, which I'm assuming is can't be. I think, maybe it was. I was thinking it was for the fuel level, but I think that's on top of the tank. It should be on top of the tank. No, it ain't. But anyway, this wire was broke. There's another wire that goes down along to the bottom of the tank is broke. They're both kind of grayish and whitish, so I'm not sure which wire goes to what. I put these jumpers on it, and I ran them back and forth, and still won't do nothing. Then I found there's a heavier white wire that's broke, not connected to anything. But over here there is a white wire with a plug end on it. But it's not really long enough to reach each other. So what I'm assuming is, and that's why before I do anything else, I got to find a wiring diagram or go talk to the dealer, see if they'll print me off something. I'm assuming that white wire is the power source to the relays and stuff. And if these ain't getting power from that wire, then it won't put power to them other wires. So, till I get that straightened out. But with the snow coming and stuff, I'm not going to monkey with that now. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get that. I had a tarp over this last year and didn't stay very long, but I'm going to try to get a tarp over that again, get it covered up, protect it what little I can protect it. Hopefully this thing will be worth running when I'm done. I mean, it's getting so damn rusty. I don't know what's getting weak enough to start breaking, but like I said, I'm not going to worry about anything else till I get it started. So that's the next project. Like I say, move this. Move some hay. I should go get them 3 bales over there. Moved over. That's just bedding hay. But get them over here so I'm ready to chop. Oh, that's the other thing. I was going to move the International. Put it back in the back building. That's another reason why I want to move hay. I want to move enough around. Because for right now, that International will have to be moved, which means I'll have to plug it in. If it's too cold out, get it pulled out so I can move hay. It's going to happen though. I mean, it wouldn't have to. Problem is, I got a bunch of second crop right in front. And I just don't want to feed it all right to them. I mean, I wouldn't mind feeding 2 or 3 bales of first crop, then give them a second crop bale one day or something. But I might have to start feeding that or something to get some room around there. And I say, if I get enough hay moved around, maybe I'll bring the Ford down and park that in here so it's inside. I just don't like parking stuff where I gotta start something, do one other thing, and then park it back. But like I say, if I can go 2 or 3 days, I don't mind that too much. But like I say, get a couple bales of hay on the feed alley and then see what this weather does. I probably should go out there and get that corn silage opened up, but I think I'm going to wait till this storm passes. The benefit would be that the ground will get froze up, so maybe the skid steer will hold up a little bit better. Well, I think I'm going to do, I got a trailer I used to haul silage over to the heifer barn. I think that's the way I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to load it on the trailer. That way I can get 4 or 5 bucketfuls on the trailer, and then instead of running back and forth to the skid steer, because I was going to bring it in, just dump it on the feed alley, get enough for 2 or 3 days, and then I could take a wheelbarrow, or just basically going to get 1 or 2 shovelfuls a piece a day for the most part, so it's not going to be all that much. But that's what I was thinking. If I do that, bring it in here on the trailer, then the skid steer can get parked in the back building like I normally do and have the Ford in here on the trailer, just back it up on the alley, and I got to shovel it off the trailer into the wheelbarrow, whatever. Well, I'll figure something out. Oh, and I got to fix that door down there yet. That door's not going to get fixed for a little bit. That door will be open. But usually not much wind comes through that, but this door, the hook on it that holds it shut is kind of rotted out. So I got to figure out how I'm going to brace that up so that'll hook in there so I can get at least that closed. So, just a bunch of little jobs here today. Oh, I should have looked at it before I left. I just went to Tractor Supply. If I fix it like I'm on, figure I'll fix it, I might need a little piece of metal. Yeah, I'll find something. So that's what I'm going to do. Get this done so I can do nothing tomorrow. Not going anywhere. So like I say, I hope everybody else has a good Thanksgiving. Two of my brothers went over by Toledo to my other brothers. I ain't traveling in snow, and I don't care to travel highways and stuff either, so I ain't worried about going. And I ain't going over there just to eat, just to come back. I mean, the cows could go for a little bit. And that's the other thing. Somebody's got to check on my uncle, too. So if they go, somebody else got to be here. I mean, he's in a wheelchair and can function on his own, but, you know, if something happens, somebody's got to be around. So that being said, I'm going to end this here and get this taken care of. Because again, it gets dark fast anymore. So thanks for watching. Happy Thanksgiving. And we'll catch up with you on the next one.